The Mario Rosenstock Podcast. Thanks to Hum. Finance made easy when you shop tech, electrical, appliances, kitchens and much more. Flexify Europe Limited, trading as Hum, is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.
Coming up on this episode of the Mario Rosenstock Podcast.
Do you know that I would never, ever go out for a meal on my own or to the cinema or anything like that? I would never go anywhere on my own. I always need to have someone with me. Clearly, it's an insecurity. So I even bring my kids everywhere because I just don't like being on my own. So I think that's why the Live and Lucy format suits me, because I have company for 3 days.
She has been described as the Temu version of Louis Theroux, much to her own amusement, I might add, and it's a description that Lucy Kennedy is pretty happy with. Her hit TV show, Living with Lucy, has been a real success, and much of that is down to Lucy's disarmingly relaxed and, I suppose you'd say, authentic style of interviewing. It's kind of fly on the wall. In fact, it doesn't even really feel like an interview at all, more like a very casual chat, which is why she gets so much love from the viewers and from the celebs she moves in with. As well as being a TV presenter, Lucy is also the co-host of The Breakfast Show on Ireland's Classic Hits alongside Colm Hayes, and she has written several children's books. And as if this wasn't enough and she wasn't busy enough, Lucy can now add adult fiction writer to her CV. Her debut novel is called The Mini Breakers, and we chat about that and a whole lot of other pretty random stuff in this episode of the Mario Rosenstock Podcast.
Ivan Yates has a secret room in his house and the door was locked and I wasn't allowed in.
Oh.
So what's in Ivan Yates' secret door?
I know who's behind Ivan Yates' secret door.
Oh no.
Matt Cooper. That's who's behind Ivan Yates. He brings Matt Cooper out.
Bring out the gimp.
Ooh.
Oh no, you're going to get me into trouble. I have a perception of what a celebrity's like in real life based on what I've read or what I've seen. But the reality is she is an older, hard of hearing person. Whereas I was expecting Caitlin from 15 years ago. You know that we don't age celebrities and then you see them and go, oh my God, they're so old.
Yeah.
I kind of felt that way about Caitlin. But the amount of times I kept on saying, Dickie, there's GoPro cameras in the car.
Yeah.
And then he started giving out about his wife's best friend that when she gets her period, that her husband needs to leave the house. And I'm like, Dickie, again, there's cameras here. I know.
Have you ever lived with, fragile, I feel very fragile. I feel like I'd like a Mars bar or a Twix or a Snickers.
Oh, Maura Higgins.
What?
Maura Higgins.
No, I'm telling you now, fuck's sake. There's a lot of laughs and impressions in this one, folks, because I know Lucy going years back, and she kind of likes it when I do certain impressions. She gets a kick out of it. So it's all coming up in just a couple of minutes' time. But Lucy is such a popular guest, and as you'd expect, there were a few messages for her on the Mario Rosenstock podcast hotline. Hi, you've reached the Mario Rosenstock podcast. Please leave a message.
This is Michael O'Leary. Message for Lucy Kennedy. Lucy, if this whole TV thing goes south, you're welcome to relive your days as an air hostess on our wonderful Ryanair fleet. You'll be paid in Ryanair scratch cards and vodka baggies. You'll have your own uniform, food, drinks, hotel accommodation, and anything else you can think of. And you may have a chance to dance with gangs of drunk English fellas flying home from Shagaloof or Magaloof or whatever it's called. We find it calms them down. Brian Dowling used to be a dab hand at it. Why not you? Call me. Lucy, Ivan Yates, I've heard that you will be talking about that secret room in my house that I wouldn't let you into when you did Living with Lucy, down in the Yates Homestead Ranch in Escorty. Quite frankly, I was appalled when you got drunk on cheap rosé and broke the door down in the middle of the night. 2-1 on, I'll sue the backside of you if you tell that Mario fella, who I don't rate, by the way. I mean, what was happening inside that room? That NDA, non-disclosure agreement you signed was watertight. Don't mess up your future, Ms. Kennedy. Lucy, Tommy Tiernan, come live with me in my own stone hut in Skellig Michael. We sit in complete silence in the hardened mud that is the ground and stare into each other's eyes for 4 days straight. No sleep, no food, no water. No sense, just pure madness. We lick the skin off the Colorado River toad and hallucinate to the point of higher state clarity on life and its meaning. Only then will we know truly what it means to be living with Lucy. Go on!
A new comedy every week on the Mario Rosenstock podcast. And thanks to you for getting in touch with me. MarioRosenstock@gmail.com. I read them all and I get back to most of them. If you have any suggestions for guests you'd like me to have on, characters you'd like me to do, or subjects you'd like me to cover, then get in touch. I read them all, as I said. And please, it's a free podcast. It's not a premium or a subscription. So please tell one other person about this podcast. And I'd like to thank Hum as well for partnering up with the Mario Rosenstock podcast. Hum is a finance company and our partner who provide flexible payment solutions for customers of some of Ireland's most popular retailers. They can help you make your purchases and pay back in bite-sized, easy payments. It could not be easier. And festival season is here, folks. So if you're in the market for tents, outdoor speakers, tech, fitness gear, or God knows what to get you all set up, Hum has you covered. So they can be your partner as well as being my partner. So, TV presenter, radio host, author, and all-round brilliant character, Lucy Kennedy is standing by and ready to go. There's lots of stories, impressions, and crack in this one. Enjoy. So, I'm going to do a formal introduction here. Welcome to the Mario Rosenstock podcast. I was due to have a special guest this week. That was Louis Theroux. Unfortunately, Louis Theroux fell through, and I went on Temu, and they said, we have just the item for you. And into my basket jumped Lucy Kennedy. So
Such a loser.
Lucy Kennedy, they described Lucy Kennedy as a Temu Louis Theroux. Oh my God. Is that true,
Mario,
Lucy?
Yeah, it is true. It is true. So it's when I lived with Caitlin, and there was like loads of comments, good and bad. I always read them, and because some of them are hysterical, even though you can't kind of feed the troll and laugh. And one said, Lucy Kennedy, when you order Louis Theroux from Temu, and I was like, oh my God, it's genius. It's genius.
Well, that's good.
That's who I am.
I love the way you. I love the way you see the humour in that. I mean,
it's so offensive, but it's gold.
It's not that offensive. It's not offensive as looking up stuff about me and they go, Rosenstock is about as funny as a burning orphanage.
Oh, Jesus. Or what about when Louis Walsh told me I look like Noel Fielding?
Well, what about when we said Louis Walsh looked like Podge and Rog?
Did we say that?
Because now he does. He looks like Podge and Rog now. And he has to. It's time for him to take a slagging.
Well, do you know what? I might be doing Living with Lucy with him. I might be living with Louis. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Lucy, it's going to be huge. This is going to be the best episode of Living with, forget Living with Lucy, it's Living with Louis. That's what we need. And we need to get Twink, and we need to get Linda Martin, and we need a cockfight. Yes. We need Linda and Twink to be rolling around in the mud together, and Lucy as the judge. It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge. Yeah.
I have a list
Can you believe he's letting me in? Sorry, I'm doing my face as I'm talking to you because you're my friend.
Wow.
Can you believe he's finally letting me in?
And will he allow you to meet all his friends and everything?
I don't know. I'd say there'll be like rules. Mario, see this mirror here?
Yeah.
If this mirror could talk,
yes,
it would be arrested.
Right.
This has celebrity DNA all over it.
Okay, why?
Look at it. Yeah. Just because I always carry it around with me.
Ah, right, yeah.
So I've got to the stage now where I kind of do interviews with my mirror out.
I haven't seen you in about a year and a half. We did a corporate together, we worked really well together.
We worked so well together. Why are they trying to split us up?
It was brilliant.
We haven't been requested yet.
And I kept you amused with my impressions of your favourite characters that you find sexually attractive. The gift grub characters that Lucy finds sexually attractive, such as my name is Enda Kenny, and I just like to say, boom boom, welcome to Mayo, and welcome to my weather-beaten face, and welcome to my lovely hair. And I know that Lucy Kennedy has a special place in her
loins.
In her loins for Enda Kenny. And then the other one you like as well. You love Kenny's. You love Pat Kenny as well. I think you adored.
Fancy all Kennys.
You love all the Kennys.
All the Kennys.
Yeah. So you loved me doing Pat Kenny and Enda Kenny at the same time.
Yes.
So I brought some new characters for you.
Miriam. Do Miriam.
You know, genuinely, Lucy. I just think, and you know what was really nice about you, Lucy? When you suggested that I should be the next host of the Late Late Show, and you sacrificed yourself. You said, you could have gone Lucy Kennedy, but no, you said you went for the mothership. You went for Ireland's mothership. 8 kids.
Yes, Miriam. I love you.
I mean, do you honestly
Love
think
her.
Miriam should be the presenter of the Late Late Show?
God, yeah. I
Why?
think she's like Our Lady to me. I love her.
Do
I
you?
love everything about. Yeah, I really do. Actually,
What do you love about her?
I love her warmth. I love the way she is. She's so kind. Like when I went on her, I was telling her about me being called the poor man, or Louis Theroux from Timu. But she was just so kind. And like before her show, when I rocked up in a hot sweat as usual with a child in tow, she gave me a big hug and she said, "Now listen, there's like a lot of people listening." And I was going, "Oh my God, who'd say that? I'm really scared now." And she said, no, everyone loves you. Just enjoy yourself. She was just really kind. And I love Miriam.
I know. Do you know she is lovable? Do you know she's very
So lovable.
I find her very charismatic as well.
So do I.
Yeah.
But listen, do we know what's happening with Paddy Kilty? I mean, the chap has probably signed a contract. And already people are...
We don't know what's happening with Paddy Kilty yet. So I suppose if you're the Late Late Show, you probably go into pre-production in August. Yes. So you probably need to get your houses sorted there in a row, you know.
Pretty much, yeah. Because I heard Dermot Bannon, I don't think he'd do it. Do you?
Dermot Bannon?
Yeah. Did you not hear that rumour?
Not at all.
Yes.
That is nuts.
Yeah, I swear, Dermot Bannon, yeah.
Dermot Bannon? No,
Yes.
I mean, no.
Yes.
Dermot Bannon is very good at what he does, but he's not a chat show host.
No, I swear in my life, I heard he was like in the top runnings.
Yeah, I think if all you have to be is actually officially employed in RTE and you get mentioned for the Late Late. I heard Consuela, the cleaning lady in Down in Radio, was mentioned. And Miriam actually said, I think Consuela would be a brilliant presenter of the Late Late Show. Come here. Have you been living with Lucy? Did you live with Enda Kenny?
No, he won't let me in. He's blaming his wife, Fanula. They always blame their wife.
Did you try to live with Enda Kenny?
Yes, for 10 years. He's really playing hard to get.
Did you live with Pat Kenny?
Bullshit. Who? Pat?
Yeah.
Yeah, he blames Kathy. They all blame their wives.
So he wouldn't allow you in either.
They're scared of me.
Yeah, they're scared of they're scared of your loins. So Pat Kenny wouldn't let you in either.
No.
I've got other characters here. Just send me. I've got other characters here that I was wondering. Would you?
So have you ever lived with Brendan O'Connor, or have you come here? Because we could sit down and I could talk about your mental health, and I could kind of wear my funky glasses and kind of go, come here, Lucy. Just like, why would you want to live with me? Like, would you live with Brendan O'Connor?
No.
You wouldn't live with Brendan O'Connor? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Would he be any crack?
Okay, next question.
Okay.
Did you live with Ivan Yates?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
What is your position on the triple lock? I'll have to ask you. The United Nations, the Irish Defence Forces. I need your political opinion on that now. Lucy Kennedy, what do you think of that?
What do I think of that? I don't know. But what I do know is Ivan Yates has a secret room in his house and the door was locked and I wasn't allowed in.
A speaker? What?
I'm thinking 50 Shades. Ivan has a secret door in his house.
Where he indulges in bondage.
Well, I wasn't allowed in.
Oh.
So what's in Ivan Yates' secret door?
What's behind? I know who's behind Ivan Yates' secret door.
Oh, no.
Matt Cooper. That's who's behind Ivan Yates. He brings Matt Cooper out.
Bring out the gimp.
Ooh. Are you going to spank me, Ivan? With your Protestant whip?
Oh, no. You're going to get me into trouble.
Matt Cooper. Oh.
You're so brave.
Who else could you live with? Would you like to live with...
I want to be very clear about this. I want to be, as Tánaiste and Minister for Finance, I want to say I've been delighted to live with Lucy Kennedy. She could come down to my house in Greystones. We could walk the pebbles together. She could investigate whether I actually have any genitals or not, or am I just an action man? So I would like to establish that. Would you like to live with Simon Harris?
Yes, 100%. I asked him, he said yes. And then he's playing hard to get.
Did you ever live with Michael Healy Ray? You love him? You love me? You're making the heart sign. I see you.
Love him.
You like Michael Healy Ray? You didn't live with him though, no?
I did live with him.
Huh?
I still haven't got over it. I have no idea what he said for 3 days. And I promise you, he brought me to a christening. I had to do a clinic with him and listen to people's problems.
Yeah.
We went to a party up the mountains, a dinner. I lost 4 stone in 3 days.
What was it like?
He's the busiest man in Europe.
Yeah. So it was just
and
non-stop.
He wears his cap to bed.
Does he? Yes. Did you meet Danny?
Yes. Oh, no, you can do Danny.
Well, you can't do Danny. Danny is up there like that.
Michael is there like this.
And Danny is down there like this.
Michael puts Danny in his pocket, you see. And every so often, he pulls Danny out like a ventriloquist puppet. And he goes, say hello to Danny.
My name is Danny. What's your name?
My name is Michael. Say hello to Lucy, Danny.
Hello, Lucy.
And Mario.
Yeah.
Your Michael Leary is very funny.
Well,
that is funny. Lucy.
You have invited me onto your podcast now. Now you are being rude to me. Therefore, I am now leaving your podcast. He goes, how about, did you ever tell me who I'm doing when you know who I'm doing?
Daniel.
No.
Oh.
Tell me, so would you now sort of feel when you're kind of thinking, do you not know who I'm doing?
Yes, I do, but it's on the tip of my tongue. Keep going.
I'm sorted there. I'm thinking...
Oh, Tommy Tiernan.
Have you ever lived with me?
No. He wouldn't let me in. He wouldn't. Also, I feel like he'd try and analyse me.
He would.
I would never make eye contact with Tommy Tiernan because he'll go, how are you?
Yeah, he would, you know, what's going on in that brain? Like a fucking Connemara Buddha.
No.
He's like a Connemara Buddha staring out over the Atlantic Ocean with his hat.
Yes. No way am I letting him into my brain.
The difference between Tommy Tiernan interviewing somebody and Lucy, it's like Lucy is Tommy Tiernan on Smarties or Skittles. Lucy is like Tommy Tiernan after 10 packs of Skittles. So instead of going, so would you now philosophically think this, you just go, what colour is your underpants? See if you can get this next one. Have you ever lived with, fragile, I feel very fragile. I feel like I'd like a Mars bar or a Twix or a Snickers.
Oh, Maura Higgins.
What?
Maura Higgins.
No, I'm telling you now, fuck's sake. Would you not eat a Snickers or a Twix or a Toblerone? I love Toblerone.
Oh, Garen Newton.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Love him.
Oh, obviously, my impression sounds like Maura Higgins, doesn't it? That's nuts.
No, I haven't met Garen Newton. Have you in real life?
No, I haven't. But you know what? He comes across as a lovely, lovely guy. Really smart.
I think we should go drinking with him.
He's definitely really smart, very intelligent, very sensitive, sweet guy.
Yeah.
And you know what? My 18-year-old Dash, who's just done his leaving.
Oh my God! How did he get on?
He was chilled out about it. Yeah, he was happy, chilled out about it. He wasn't a wreck the head about it. And,
good.
But Garen, he remarked that in a world where TikTok is just full of nonsense and people just spamming. Actually, Garen is 90% of the time really funny on his TikTok.
Yeah.
Even just analysing a candy floss tato, he makes it funny. He's just, he has the funny bone.
Great time. He's like you.
He does have the fun.
It's the way he delivers.
He has the funny bone. He has the funny bone.
Yeah.
So anyway, those are. I wanted to just do a few new characters for you who I haven't done.
Oh, I love them all.
Well, you were very good.
What, you Michael Healy-Rae. Can you leave a voice note in your Michael Healy-Rae voice on my phone?
Oh, I will, yeah. Well,
my ringtone.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail of Lucy Kennedy. I'm afraid Lucy will not come to the phone right now because you are rude. You are a rude caller. Good luck. Let me see you in the ring of Kerry.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please.
I'll do that for you.
Love him.
Do you know one of the things I haven't talked to you about? Because we're going to talk to you about your book in a while, but one of the things I haven't talked to you about is your period as an air hostess.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that. Tell me about that. That sounds, you as an air hostess, like tell me where you were working, who you were working with, what we were doing.
Imagine if Bridget Jones was flying. That was me. Wet hair, bitten nails. One of my false nails fell off into a passenger's tray. I was like, excuse me, if I could just reach over. I loved it. I did it for 3 years. Saw loads of hotels. Paris, Strasbourg, Nice, Glasgow, London City, and it was with Virgin CityJet. So when I joined the uniform was red, and then it went to green. An Irish guy, Pat Byrne, bought it. Actually, yeah, I don't know where Pat Byrne is now. But flew for 3 years, and some of my good pals are still from my flying days. But I think that's where my love, my genuine love for people came from, because I had 80 passengers 4 times a day trapped in like this metal little machine, and I would just go up and down and talk. And then I got my hands on the PA system, and then good luck to you. The flight would go on for days. I loved it.
That's interesting. So in a sense, you're saying it was a kind of an epiphany in the way that you realized in this little metal box in the sky, you did love people. You liked people. You liked being around people.
I love people. That is my only skill, I think, is my love of people, that I'm very comfy around anybody. Because, it's not like I went to college and I have any degrees. I've nothing bar my love for people.
And, well, that's interesting. And sorry, I mean that sincerely, because when you say you love people, do you mean you love company, or you're actually very interested in people? Both.
I'm very interested in everybody. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you do, what you don't do. I'm interested in everybody's story. I like knowing everything about everyone. I love asking questions, and I love company. Do you know that I would never, ever go out for a meal on my own, or to cinema, or anything like that? I would never go anywhere on my own. I always need to have someone with me. Clearly, it's an insecurity. So I even bring my kids everywhere, because I just don't like being on my own. So I think that's why the Live and Lucy format suits me, because I have company for 3 days. I always have people with me. And then I love chatting to people. I love, obviously, children. Yeah, I truly love people. And I think it is my only skill. But I think especially when I'm meeting someone for the first time, they can tell that I'm genuine, and I'm genuinely interested. And yeah, I think that's it. So it started off with CityJet, and especially like tricky passengers, people shouting, emergencies, kids puking, 3 people in one toilet. My God, you really learn about customer care and social skills.
Yeah, I guess if
on
you
day
can,
one.
Yeah, of course. If you can manage to navigate that kind of human,
you can do anything.
You can, yeah. What just finishing the air hostess thing? I mean, is it a very racy life? I always wondered about that.
It is a very racy life. Yeah, it's very racy if you're single and ready to mingle. But I've always been like a relationshipy kind of girl, so I was always in like long-term relationships. But yes, if you were single and attractive, it is the career for you. Definitely. Now, obviously, I flew pre 9/11. It's very different now.
Yeah.
It's obviously a lot more. Like now the cockpit's kind of closed, where the flight deck, where the crew were. Whereas I used to bring up tours of people up to meet the pilots, and yeah,
very good.
I go, hi guys, sorry, if I can just bring in just a few people and they'd go, oh my God, and I'd have half the plane down there, hello, waving. I used to love the tours, but it's all kind of changed since then. And
yeah, Brian Dowling was an air hostess as well, wasn't he?
Yes,
cabin crew.
At the same time as me, across the runway, he was Ryanair.
That's
and
mad.
I was CityJet. Yeah. Yeah, now he has very different experience, because he flew Ryanair. CityJet was quite nice. It was like an executive service. We always had like the same passengers traveling. So Zig and Zag, so ironic that I ended up working with Podge and Rog. Zig and Zag were regulars on the flight to London City when they lived with Chris Evans during the big breakfast. And Paulie Yates, how strange that I then went on to work with them as Podge and Rog. They don't remember me as cabin crew, but I remember them. They were VIPs. Zig and Zag on the plane.
Would you ever see Ronan Keating on the way over or anything? Because Boyzone must have been. Boyzone must have been. How are you, buddy? Boyzone how are you, buddy? Must have been on the CityJet.
Oh, no, he wasn't. I'll tell you who was. Bob Geldof.
Yeah?
Yeah. He'd always fly over to London City.
And would he be sitting in like seat 1A?
Yeah. Totally.
Because that's a kind of a celeb thing, isn't it? A celeb thing you can pull on cheap flights. How do they get the 1A flight? How do they get the 1A seat, Lucy?
You have to book way in advance.
Okay.
Way in advance. Yeah.
Very good.
I still don't understand how people get upgraded. What's the upgrade? I'd say you get upgraded because you've got a famous face.
All the time. In fact, when they
Do you?
Oh yeah, all the time. In fact, I get upgraded to first class all the time.
So swear.
No, I'm talking bollocks.
Me neither.
It's so stupid.
Me neither.
Of course I don't.
Well, I think you do. But you probably travel first class
No,
anyway.
what happens is the Aer Lingus crew, because I do always try to fly Aer Lingus, no offense to
Me
Michael
too.
O'Leary, because
Me too.
it's just so cramped on Ryanair. But you actually
love Aer Lingus.
You actually get 8 millimeters more space on Aer Lingus. And,
I like the staff.
And it makes a difference.
Crew.
They kind of, Aer Lingus are different. They have a kind of a thing of, welcome to the big time.
And it's like Aer Lingus, like full of Miriams. They almost hug you when you board.
It is, and it's almost like welcome to the civil service. We're RTE crossed with board Nimona.
Yes, and safe hands.
It is, and it's like you're just safe. And with Ryanair, it's like, look, I don't know what's going to fucking happen in the next hour and a half. Just give me your fucking money, asshole. And here's a scratch card. Now shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Amen. Amen to that.
Yeah, Patrick just sent me a note there. He said, your dad was a professional musician who apparently composed the song Chance of a Lifetime, which was selected as Ireland's official entry. He never stops researching, even when it's on.
Oh my God.
The 1968.
Right.
Tell us about that. That's interesting.
So interesting. So do you know who sang the song?
I have it here as Pat McGeegan, who I'm thinking it was Barry McGuigan's father.
Barry's dad, yeah. Can you believe? And then myself and Barry, we met when I was pregnant with our eldest, who's now 16. So I did a show it was called Lords of the Ring. It was like a charity show, heavily pregnant with Barry McGuigan. And it was then that was the first time we met. And he got really emotional. I said, oh my God, your dad sang my dad's song. He's like, what? Your dad is John Kennedy. So he composed loads of music.
Did he?
But his main job was working in the IDA. And do you know what? He's now 90 up the road here in Altadore Nursing Home. His greatest regret is not having an agent or not being pushy enough to do anything with his music.
Yeah.
He wasn't business minded, very kind of creative. So after Chance of a Lifetime, I think he wrote a few more, like he's written musicals and stuff. They're all in my attic on like big VHSs. Yeah. But he hasn't really kind of done anything with them. But after that, he wrote another song called Join Hands. I think Barry sang, it was performed doing some other fight. But yeah.
Aww.
And he gets like €5 royalties every year. Really good little check.
That's amazing. Well, fair play. That's a good tidbit of knowledge. So the air hostess was brilliant. And then after that, I see Patrick just gives me bullet points, so I can't really deal with these. I just have to read them out. So after an air host, you ended up picking mushrooms on the dole.
I love Patrick's research.
Yes.
After did I pick mushrooms on the dole? Probably yes.
Were they kind of magic mushrooms? Is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm. No. It was in Rathfarnham. There's
That's full of magic mushrooms. That's why everybody in Rathfarnham is stoned.
Everyone's like, whoa!
Where do you think Twink comes from? She's on the magic mushrooms 110 times. Yeah, fucking zip up your Mickey, you loser, yeah.
Absolutely love Twink so much. I would marry her.
You lived with her, didn't you?
Twice.
You didn't. Did you live with her twice?
Yes. That's how much I love her. Eventually we will marry. And I think I'm turning into her. I'm walking around the place with massive handbags, shades on.
She's
all
some
I'm
character, isn't she?
Parrot. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Gold. TV gold. So after that, I did a course in television. It was in Milltown.
Yeah.
And Bill Hughes, it was Bill Hughes. Anyway, he was like an ex-RTE director. It was his course. Bill. Do you?
Of course I know Bill.
Is he still with us?
Yeah. Bill is...
okay, no.
Ireland's Got Talent and all that sort of stuff.
No, it's a different Bill.
Oh, sorry.
This little Bill looked like Anthony Hopkins' image.
So then why are you asking me if he's still with us?
Oh.
How would I know?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, fair. So I did a course in television. I remember arriving the first day and them saying, okay, who'd like to present? And I kind of looked around the room. And everyone that kind of put their hand up, they're real jazz hands, ultra confident. So I kept my hand down and I said, actually, no, thank you. I want to get into production. So I worked behind the scenes for years. So to supplement my horrific career of working, not working, working, not working, on the dole, off the dole, on the dole, off the dole, as my pals were collecting me in their company cars, I picked mushrooms in Rathfarnham for summer.
Oh, you got paid for it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just jumping them all over the place here. Where do you get your genes from?
My genes?
Yeah, genetic genes.
My genetic genes? Where do I get them from?
Well, I don't think you'd mind me saying that you're over 50.
Excuse me. I am just 50.
Just 50.
April the 21st, same day as the Queen, and 2 days after Hitler.
I swear, I'm not blowing smoke here. You look about 33, 34.
Well, yeah, but that's on camera. In the flesh?
No, because I've been with you in the flesh many times. And you do look about 33, 34.
I think it's because I'm immature. I don't feel, I got the old Spanish blood on my dad's side. My mum is blonde, can you believe? My dad looks Greek.
Yeah.
I have my dad's nose.
Yeah, but, you have a kind of a Greekness about you, don't you?
Oh, okay. Are we slagging the nose?
No, just the colouring. Your colouring.
It's
not necessarily all Spanish. It's kind of Greeky as well. Yeah. I can see that.
It is a little bit Greeky. But yeah, I can't believe I'm 50.
Oh, wow.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I need to cop on now. You know that feeling? I just need to grow up, to stop finding silly things funny and just get a proper job. I don't know.
No, I think you're wrong. So I think that's what keeps you young and keeps you happy and keeps you... you have got to keep the little bit of child in you, you know? I mean,
yes.
Robin Williams, I think it was Robin Williams said, all of us are born with a tiny little sliver of madness. And it is our duty to try and hold on to that little bit of madness all our life.
Amen.
Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Don't let it die. Do you know what I mean? So, so one of the reasons I'm talking to you, of course, is, you're 50. And
you love me.
I love you and love working with you. And, but like you have sustained a 30-year career in Ireland and Irish media. And one of the ways, of course, doing that is finding second strings to your bow, of course, isn't it?
Yes.
Because there's no other way. And third. Well, tell us about that. There's no other way of doing it. Because if you just wanted to do TV all the time, you couldn't sustain a living, could you?
No, I don't think so.
Not in Ireland.
And it's such a precarious business as well. And, I have hosted a lot of shows, but they're, like say Live with Lucy, I do 6 in 1 year. That's essentially 6 weekends. That's it. So it was when Jerry Ryan died, remember, myself and Colm Hayes got together, and that was like my first foray into radio. Did that for a couple of weeks, went back to telly, and then 9 years ago, Colm Hayes sent me a message saying, would you meet me? I thought he was dying. I don't know why I did. Anyway, we met. I got back on radio 8 years ago, and we nearly destroyed Nova. So we were moved to Ireland's Classic Hits, and it's kind of taken off. But one of the reasons why I said yes to him was I thought, God, and it is that awful feeling, but what if people woke up one day and went, God, can't stick Lucy Kennedy on the telly? That was my job. No qualification, nothing else to fall back on. So I kind of got into radio having a second option, and now I love it.
Yeah. When did you fall in love with radio?
I'd say since I moved to Classic Hits, because it's more me. Radio Nova was so cool. And the music, it just isn't for me. I'm more ABBA and Westlife. So I think once I moved to Classic Hits 5 years ago, I went, actually, I love radio as much as I love the telly. And then I always said, because when I was in school, I kind of flirted with the idea of wanting to be a journalist or a pilot. Bizarre. Changed my mind every week. I always wanted to write in some capacity. And my 39th birthday, I was thinking, oh my God, when I turn 40, going to get like Botox, boob job, facelift, going to stop swearing, going to lose weight, stop drinking wine every night, and I'm going to write a children's book. And I did. And I'm now 12 books down. And then 2 years ago...
Did you get the boob job?
No.
Sorry, that was the bit I was interested in.
Still very saggy, I'm afraid. Not yet. I'm 60th. But then 2 years ago, then a publisher contacted me and said, would you be interested in writing an adult book? And I said, no, that's like way too mature. I'm more kind of fairies than, fiction.
When you say
fiction.
adult book, is this kind of like Ivan Yates' Secret Room kind of thing with Matt Cooper?
With Matt Cooper in the background. Oh, Ivan, do that adult thing to me.
No,
I'm writing an adult book as well.
Mario, let's do a campaign to find out what's behind Ivan's door.
What's behind Ivan's door? 4-1 on. The bookies are saying this is a personal catastrophe for Matt Cooper. Matt Cooper now is 2-1 on, naked behind, with a ball in his mouth, an orange ball in his mouth. It's 3-1 on Lucy's dog. It's 4-2 at Brian Dowling, but it's not Brian Dowling. It's a picture of Brian Dowling that he's kept for the last 16 years in his attic. It's the portrait of Brian Dowling. And it's 2-1 Colm Hayes.
So yeah, I've kind of got addicted to doing Ivan Yates at the moment because
do you know that Ivan lay down for the whole time I was with him?
I know he lay down on the ground. Do you know I went out to dinner with Vincent Brown once? I went out to dinner with Vincent Brown.
Oh, no, and I love him.
I went out because he grunts. I went out to dinner in the Unicorn with Vincent Brown, and there was a few people. There was Mick Wallace. There was Mick Wallace. And I couldn't understand. I sat beside Mick Wallace all night.
Oh no.
And it was like sitting beside Animal in the Muppet Show. Remember Animal in the Muppet Show on the drum?
Yes.
I couldn't understand a word he was saying. But halfway through the night, and Vincent was brilliant because he would tell stories of Charlie Haughey and Garrett Fitzgerald. Complete with dead-on impressions and everything.
No. Wow.
So he would say things like, so anyway, I'm in the airport and I'm quizzing Charles Haughey on camera. I'm a pre-recorded interview. And Haughey would give me a look in the eye and he'd go, and a woman would walk by and he'd go, Jesus, look at the arse on her. And we'd have to cut the broadcast completely because we couldn't allow this in. Anyway, halfway through the night, Ivan Waits went, okay, guys, I've got to go. I've got a big meeting in the morning. And so we all said, we'll see you out to the taxi. So we saw Ivan out to the taxi and the taxi pulled over. Ivan proceeds to open the door and lie down in the back of the taxi because of his bad back. Taxi driver looks back. Here, your man is pissed out of his fucking head. Silage charge, 180 quid. I'm not having that fucker in the back of the car. And Ivan is lying down going, my back is bad. Please, 2-1 on. Bring me to bookies, please.
God.
But it's amazing. No, it's amazing. But it was really funny, Ivan. This huge, long 6'3" man lying in the back of the car. And
I know.
He hadn't had a drink at all. And the taxi driver thinking he's about to vomit all over the car.
Yes.
But Ivan, I'm addicted.
I arrived into News Talk with my pillow going, where's Ivan Yates? It was so serious then. Everyone's like, and I had my little Dunn suitcase and my pillow. And I looked into the boardroom. There's a boardroom kind of meeting. And then I was like, where the hell is Ivan Yates? So they let me in. He was lying on the ground in the meeting. I thought he was dead.
I know.
So I didn't know whether to lie down beside him and interview him like this.
Yes, I know.
Or just stand there.
He's very funny. I kind of got into doing him now, and I enjoy. I'm kind of when you do an impression of somebody, you sometimes start liking the impression, and even though you find you're not very good at it at the beginning, you want to improve it because you like it.
Oh no, you're very good at Ivan.
No, but the thing I find about him that's interesting is no matter what, he tries to really dramatize stuff. So that he makes it newsworthy. So let's say he's talking about Lucy Kennedy's new book, The Mini Breakers.
Yeah,
he'll make it sound somehow as if it's very. This is a big deal for you, and it could go wrong and could ruin your life. Yeah. Right? So he'll go. Lucy Kennedy has released a book. She's calling it The Mini Breakers. And people are openly asking, could this be a personal catastrophe for Lucy Kennedy? You're going, would you shut the fuck up? Yes, it's hardly going to be a personal catastrophe, Ivan.
Yes, he does, though. You're right.
So you're going...
He likes the drama.
It's the drama. So basically, as a listener, you kind of go, ooh, personal catastrophe.
Yes, you're hooked.
Lucy Kennedy. And then you find out it's just about her latest novel.
Yeah.
So anyway, I want to give you a chance to plug this because
thanks.
This is your adult book, is it?
Yeah, no, you'd hate it. It's very girly.
Yeah, okay, go on.
The poor Rich, long-suffering husband, Rich. I forced him to read the book and I stared at him. Imagine this now, sitting there in bed in my pennies pajamas, my glasses on. And I stared at him like a driving instructor to see if he smiled. Not even once. So it's not for boys.
Yeah.
And eventually he went, I just don't think this is for me.
But
Which is quite rude and hurtful.
But it's a story about girls' friendship.
Yeah. It's loosely based on myself and my pisshead friends.
Are any of them air hostesses?
Yes, 2 of them. Hot twins. Hot blonde twins like Sweet Valley High. So there's 5 girls who go to Albufeira where, I started writing this book 2 years ago on a Sunlander in Albufeira. It was like one of these, hello, mums and dads, everybody gets up off the Sunlander. So I thought, right, feck this. I have to have a Sunlander because I love sunbathing. So I would set my alarm at 7, Mario, 7 a.m. Everyone else was asleep and I'd rock down with Uno, all the snacks, 15 donuts, an inflatable crocodile, everything. 7 a.m., just myself and the pool boy. And after a while, like stalking every celebrity on Instagram, I was a bit bored. So I started observing people coming down like a little stalking creep that I was. And I thought, oh my God, girls. Yeah, there's a couple of girls, obviously on hens or whatever they were doing there, hen parties. So I started to write the book on my Sunlander, on my phone. My little nails, my cuticles were bleeding. And then by the time Rich kind of came down with the kids, say 2 hours later or whatever, I'd kind of put the phone down. He was like, Mom, you're on your phone again. I'd watch them jumping into the water, etc. And then I'd do it the following morning, and maybe by morning 4, I said, Rich, I think I've got a really good idea for an adult book. And he's like, oh, well done, Luce. Thinking, oh God, here's another weird idea, but I'll be polite. And then when I came home, I sent it off to Marianne Gunn O'Connor, who looks after my books.
Yeah.
And she sold it the next day.
She sold the idea?
Yeah.
Great.
Literally the next day she said, Lucy, I have a publisher interested. I was like, what? But like it took ages, 80,000 words. I'm used to 8,000 and lots of pictures.
80,000 words?
Yes.
That's a lot.
90,000. Yes. So I was like, and then every now and again, after thinking I did really well, I'd kind of go up and look at the word count and go, oh, I've only done like 60 words.
I know what you mean.
But
yeah, it's disappointing.
Disappointing. Yeah. It's like, damn, I just need to get to... But I enjoy the process.
Maybe if you go on to a different word counter app, it'll tell you you've done more words and it'll make you feel better.
Oh,
yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, because they include some of them include the comma, and you go, oh, I've done 85 words.
Oh, oh my God, is a comma part of the word?
I don't know. Some crappy apps think they are.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's good for me to know for the next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Just call the book The Comma. 5 girlfriends who are commas.
Yes,
they're
pretty much.
They're human commas. They're girls. They're female commas.
Boozy, yeah.
They're female commas, and they go to. Actually, I'm going nowhere with this analogy. Don't worry.
Morocco. Female commas. They go to Morocco.
Yeah.
So sorry, I've read about hay fever as well. By the way, do you have hay fever?
No, don't have hay fever. Oh. So anyway, mini breakers, and that's.
I have everything. I have hay fever. I have asthma. I'm perimenopausal. I'm sweaty. I'm tired.
Tell me more about mini breakers. I think this is something I could read and enjoy.
It is. Actually, I tried to get Michael Leroy to read my book, and he very politely refused. So the girls go on holidays, and then it's just all about their relationships.
Yeah.
Some have kids, some are trying to have children. They're all 40, and just the various shenanigans that would happen with girls' trips. It's a bit dramatic, yeah. I like to think it's funny. It's loosely, I'm in all of the characters, and it's loosely based on myself and my friends.
Yeah.
And there's one who's particularly boozy, and there's a bit of an intervention. And my best friend is like, it's me, isn't it?
And right. And when you started sending drafts back of this book,
yeah,
did you find out through your editor or through your publisher or
that I can't write? Yeah.
No, not that you can't write, because you can. Of course, you can write. I'm saying the idea that did it emerge that you were did it emerge that you were a funny writer, that it was funny, or did it emerge that you were more, inside the human psyche kind of thing, or that did you like the drama? Was there any aspect of it that you found out about yourself?
Yes. So the way I had originally written it, it was definitely more funny, more slapstick, possibly more obvious humor. That, you'd kind of read it and go, actually, I know what's going to happen here. What I did learn was developing characters, and they taught me how to do that. They were saying, you've, and also they taught me how to kind of write it. So I was kind of saying, it's kind of hard to explain, but they taught me how to write from the person's perspective as well, which was quite tricky. So it was what other people were saying and then what the person was saying. And I never knew how to do that before. So I learned a lot, but I learned about character development and the arc and then the end. So what I'd say it ended up being 70% of how I'd originally written it, but they taught me how to develop characters properly.
Yeah.
Mine was quite silly and it was probably a bit rude. Someone like sharshing in the pool and stuff.
And
Things like that.
Are there love scenes?
No, Mario, I was just too scared. Just kissing, that's it.
You couldn't do it.
Just kissing. I couldn't do it. I got really nervous. It's the Irish Catholic in me.
You wouldn't be into like this whole thing of he threw me on the bed, then
thrust.
Then
thrust
slowly,
and throbbing.
then slowly he lowered himself down onto me. I could feel his hot breath on my neck. I wanted him. It was now or never. I shouted. I squealed in delight.
Yes, thrust and throbbing. No, I couldn't. I thought I could because I've obviously read those kind of books.
Yeah.
I thought I could do a really good
romp
love scene. No, couldn't do the romp. Just couldn't physically. My fingers just clamped.
Right.
I couldn't
so this is good, clean fun.
Good, clean fun, yeah. So they do have a kiss. But also, I'm mindful of the fact that I'm also wearing a children's author hat. So I don't know. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't write a dirty book and then go, and next week on the Friendship Fairies,
Next week, I know, Jesus. You're right.
It'd be a bit hard.
It would be very, very hard in more ways than one for the Friendship Fairies. The Friendship Fairies get hard.
Yes. Well, I could amalgamate the two. Yes,
Friendship Fairy gets hard.
Oh,
God. That would be a different departure for you.
Very different departure. But I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it.
I was going to ask you about Caitlyn Jenner. Was there?
Yes.
You lived with Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fascinated with Caitlyn Jenner. I mean,
so am I.
I mean, did you read that? Or sorry, did you see the documentary about Bruce Jenner? Which was fascinating, wasn't it? Of course, the 1976 decathlete.
Yes, and very attractive man.
Very attractive man and model America, Mr. America.
Mr. America, yeah.
Isn't it fascinating?
Beautiful wife, kids, absolutely. So I didn't really know what to think going over to Caitlyn. I was a little bit nervous because she's such a big reality star and so used to the cameras and stuff. And I thought, oh God, here we go. There's going to be like an entourage, like the Kardashians, like people that are doing glam and security. It couldn't have been further from the truth. Rocked up, there she was with two dogs, big hug. She's really tall, massive boobs, really friendly, cap on. And she was there with her manager, Sophia, who since passed away, died 3 weeks after I left.
Oh, I see.
And Caitlyn was great, like 78, hard of hearing, very early on. I'd say within the first 30 minutes, I relaxed with her because I kind of thought she's the same age as my mom, I think we all, and I definitely do, I have a perception of what a celebrity's like in real life based on what I've read or what I've seen. But the reality is she is an older, hard of hearing person. Whereas I was expecting Caitlyn from 15 years ago. That we don't age celebrities and then you see them and go, oh my God, they're so old.
Yeah.
I kind of felt that way about Caitlyn. So I immediately fell into it was like the mother-daughter role type. And I was very respectful of her. I really, really liked her. Really? Obviously, we completely disagreed on anything political.
I mean, she would be probably fall into the Trump camp, wouldn't she?
She adores Trump, even though he is anti-trans. Now, since living with her, I saw her on Instagram a couple of weeks ago. She got her passport renewed and it came back M for male.
Oh my God.
So she can't travel. And I was thinking, buddies with Donald Trump. Surely he can resolve that. But Caitlin's very pro-Israel. Her dad fought in a war, and a family from Israel took him in. So she's very emotional when it comes to Israel. It was obviously bang in the time of the horror, what was going on in Gaza, and obviously still is, but nobody's really talking about it anymore. And so I had to broach that. And Living with Lucy's not prime time, and it's certainly not a political show, but I had to bring it up, and I was uncomfortable, as was she. And she actually said to me, look, can we leave politics out of it because it's so divisive? And I said, I know it is, but I do have to ask you these questions, you know, because we have to cover everything, like Trump transitioning, being married to Chris, your children, but also the fact that you're pro-Israel. Just why? And I was glad I did, because even though I wasn't comfortable doing it, because I'll always kind of err on the side of just keeping things light. I'm glad I did, because I disagreed with her, and it showed me, and it's definitely taught me, that you can have a conversation with someone and just completely disagree with them, you know. And we did disagree, and then I said, you know, do you want a cup of tea? And we kind of moved on. And I think that's the way it should kind of be in life, you know, to have your opinion and not necessarily have to agree with somebody, but still don't be afraid to talk to them.
Oh, well, that would be that's exactly what we need to learn. All right. Lucy, was she involved in a relationship?
No, single. So everybody suspected that she was dating Sophia, who was the younger girl who also transitioned with Caitlin 10 years before. But she was just her manager. But she was there a lot. And I kind of felt like when there's an agent present, you lose the intimacy. You know, there's always like the person watching a person. So I found that once Caitlin was away from Sophia, she relaxed more with me, because it's a very small crew, you know, and you're trying to get to know a person with the camera there. I kind of felt like with Sophia was just really paranoid about what Caitlin was saying, and she kind of made Caitlin overthink. So it was when myself and Caitlin were on our own, we had great crack. But anyway, I flew home. 2 days later, I see a post on Twitter of Caitlyn Jenner in Jerusalem, her hands up against the wall. I'm home with my people. And I thought, oh my God, I've just lived with her. The timing was horrific. I know. I can't say anything. What do I do? Everybody's going to hate me. And obviously then there was backlash about, you know, I can't believe you're doing this. And blah. But I couldn't respond. I couldn't. Initially, I did respond to the first few, but that just made things worse.
And then,
obviously.
And then in another universe as well, Lucy, people would say, yeah, and she looks really Israeli as well.
Yes.
Because you kind of do. You have, because a lot of Israelis are the dark hair and the dark eyebrows and the sallow
skin. They've gone from Greek to Israeli. Yeah,
they're
maybe,
all the same. Sorry about that. That's Louis Walsh saying that.
So I got loads of that, all the, you know, hashtag free Palestine, got loads of that for about a week. And I just thought, you know what, let them watch it. And I had to do the same with Katie Hopkins, you know, let them watch it, let them see. And then, of course, when it aired, people were like, well done, Lucy.
Yeah. Did you see Katie
Hopkins? I did. I liked her. I did like her.
You did like her. Did you see Katie Hopkins getting booed out of a pub the other day?
Yes. Mario, since I've lived with her, she has lost her home. That beautiful house she lived in with her babies and her husband, that's gone. I don't know. She was doing Katie's Arms on Instagram for a while. She was touring. And now it's all gone again. Yeah. Have you ever met her?
No, I have never met her.
Yeah. Well, she was a tricky one, because on paper, we're both happily married, 3 kids, mums in the media. But that's unfortunately where it ended. You know,
I was going to ask you. Yeah, I was going to ask you. First of all, is there? You obviously have a list of people that you'd go target list. Who would be on your target list?
Oh God, Enda.
Really, Enda Kenny? You actually would love to live with Enda Kenny. That wasn't a joke.
I would love. Yes. I'm completely serious. I've given up on Pat. He's just playing way too hard. Enda, yes. I'd love to Piers Morgan.
Oh yeah,
I'd love to live with him.
Yeah.
Now, like this, like in like a make you up Lucy
I know.
world.
What about? I have one for you. What about Eamon Dunphy?
Oh,
be interesting.
Love him.
Or Vincent.
I've asked him straight out. He wouldn't. Vincent won't. Vincent won't either. I've asked him. I'd love to live with Harry and Meghan Markle.
Well, obviously, yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. God, there's loads.
How about Twink for a third time?
Third time
again.
lucky. For one night only.
Twink
I did
again.
that shit I made again. Twink again, yeah, I could.
Let me see, who else? So I was going to ask you this, actually.
Yes.
Like, you make this television program, Living with Lucy, and then, you're curious about people, you love people, we've established that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obviously you like some people more than others.
Yeah, totally.
Are you at liberty then ever to say, or do you, I mean, because I'm perfectly happy if you go, Mario, to be honest with you, I'm not a kiss and tell kind of girl, and I do this job, I do my best to get to like everybody. There are some people that I maybe didn't like, but I'm not prepared to tell you.
Oh, I would tell you.
Go on then.
The only person I didn't really like, but to be honest, I would find the heart in my eyeliner. So I will mine and mine and mine and mine and keep going until I find, because most people are nice.
Have something.
I think my greatest challenge was Daniela Westbrook.
Okay.
I did not like her because she was mean to me. And it was about 8 years ago. She was going through a really, really hard time. Daniela she's schizophrenia. She's also bipolar. She was living in Marbella at the time in a bad relationship. She was in a really bad place at that time. And at the end, I always kind of give a wrap, like a synopsis of the time together. And what was on my mind, and always is that I just walk away from this person. I'm like, right, on to the next gig. So I'm very mindful that I've just left their lives. And B, when they have kids, Mario, I'm always thinking, God, I don't want something that I'm going to say to haunt them. I don't want them to read. So it's always very obvious, I think, if I really like somebody, because you can tell my body language the way I am with them. And I think people knew that I wasn't that pushed on Daniela. But at the end, I diluted how I thought because she has children.
Yeah.
But now, when I see her, she seems to be back to her old self. Like I saw moments of brilliance with her. She was really good fun, great little actress, great mimic. We had really good crack, but then it would change.
Yeah.
So by day 3, I was just tired. I felt like I was walking on eggshells, and I couldn't relax with her.
Have you ever?
It's not so much that I didn't like her; I didn't like the experience.
Yeah, and maybe she had some personal issues as well, and maybe,
she definitely did,
maybe some
I'm
psychological
mindful
and
of that.
psychiatric issues.
Yes, and I'm very mindful of that. So even talking now about her, I don't want people to go, "Well, Jesus, Lucy, the poor girl," and I understand all of that.
Have you ever cancelled one? Have you ever cancelled one or stopped one halfway through?
No, never. But I have said no to living with certain people.
Right. That's because certain people have been suggested to you.
Yes.
And why have you said no?
Maybe I don't like their history. Maybe their political history, decisions they've made.
Yeah.
Where I've just thought, no, I'm just not comfy. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
I said no to Nigel Farage, but I said yes to Katie Hopkins.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's certain people I just think, no.
Yeah, you said no to Nigel Farage. I like
controversial people. I do like controversial people.
Yeah.
I like people that have layers, but it has to be the right controversy.
Yeah,
I don't want anyone
and also you're
made bad decisions.
Would you live with Boris? Would you do Boris Johnson?
I would do Boris. Yeah, it's going to ruffle his hair.
Obviously, his hair. Obviously, it would be fascinating.
That's how Boris Johnson wakes up like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Doesn't he?
No, he does.
I would live with him. Yes.
Of course, I would live with Lucy Kennedy. Fantastic woman, beautiful, Irish, and we love the Irish in the colonies. Of course, the colonies of Class 2 in County Dublin. Yes,
I would. Very good. Like, how controversial could I go?
He's an absolute. He's an absolute whore. Like, so you could go wherever you want to. Yeah, he would do it. Yeah.
What do you think of Piers Morgan? Do you think he'd be controversial?
I think Piers Morgan is a superb communicator. I also think he'd do it probably.
Do you like him though?
I've very, very split decision. Again, it's difficult.
Me too.
Well, because it's one of those ones that you talk about. He is an absolute. He is a superb communicator.
Yes.
Who is a superb self-marketer. Who actually talks sense about one or two issues.
Yes.
And then is full of absolute shit about other issues.
Yes.
And will change his opinion quickly.
Like that.
To go with the tide.
Yes. He runs with the horses and hunts with the hounds.
Correct.
I agree with you.
So to that extent, he's a moral coward.
Yeah.
I mean, for example, one of his most famous sort of apparitions on the net is his love for Cristiano Ronaldo. Right?
Okay.
So he's done multiple interviews with Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo is the best player that's ever lived. And Piers, you love me, Piers. I love you, Cristiano. Now, so he's Cristiano's number one fan. But if you go back a few years, you will see an entire Twitter thread that goes on for years about how Piers truly believes that Messi is the best player by a mile. But of course, that's disappeared now, you know?
Yes.
And so he runs with as you say, the horses and the hounds and all that sort of stuff. But having said that, fascinating character who I think is worth doing. I think Boris would do it with you. And I do, yeah.
What's he doing now?
I think you should chase Boris.
Around annoying his wife. Yeah, I should chase Boris.
I think you should chase Boris. I think Boris would do it with you, yeah. And I think that would be brilliant. How about anybody that you really thought you were worried about, but actually it turned out to be utterly brilliant in your eyes? Was there somebody that you lived with that you went, I don't know how this is going to go, but it surprised you in a really good way?
Caitlin. I was just expecting the LA drama. I was just expecting the Kardashians, just insincerity, the American. But Caitlin's like, come on now. She made me a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
She really surprised me. I just thought Ryan, I'm going to do it. It's a good name.
Do you know who I liked? Do you know who I liked? I like it. There comes a point with your program where you go, I just like somebody who is themselves and they're not trying to impress you. Now, in my view, and that you think, if you were the program maker, like Lucy and your team, you might go, this is really boring. But actually, to a lot of viewers, they would be going, no, I like the idea of that person just being them fucking selves. Yeah. And now you can tell me I'm wrong about this.
Go on.
But I remember watching Dickie Rock and going, oh, Jesus, there was something about it. He was uncompromisingly Dickie.
Absolutely. And but the amount of times I kept on saying, Dickie, there's GoPro cameras in the car.
Yeah.
So everything you're saying.
Yeah.
And it's like, Lucy, you tell me like 10 times I know. And then he started giving out about his wife's best friend that when she gets her period, that her husband needs to leave the house. And I'm like, Dickie, again, there's cameras here. I know. But he has to leave the house. Yeah. I know, but...
I liked that.
Very, very him.
Himself. I liked the way he kind of went, I don't give a bollocks if there are cameras there or not. I just fucking say what I'm fucking saying. And now he's sadly past Dickie.
I know. And you know, it's actually really nice. My daughter is now friends with his son, Peter. My daughter's now friends with Dickie's granddaughter.
Yeah.
Isn't that mad? Yeah. Very sad. Very old school. Hilarious. Him, Sil Fox, all the old lads. I love them.
I know. Sil Fox and Paddy Cole and those guys.
Yes. Another legend.
The other legend, yeah. And but there used to be a story about Dickie that when he'd be on holidays down in Spain, people would know it's Dickie's apartment because they'd see his hair drying on the they'd put his hair out to dry in the evening.
Oh, no, he wouldn't,
Mario. So you'd know which apartment he's in because you'd see the hair on the banister.
My God. Just hilarious. Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to touch his hair.
Yeah.
I did. I think I tried to reach across, but...
Yeah. But
he was very much himself.
Because he believed in the Dickie as well.
Yeah.
He believed himself in the legend of the Dickie.
Yes.
But at the same
time,
I
love that old school vibe.
There was something very old school about it, and there was something.
But you know what? They don't make him like they used to.
No,
they really don't. And like the likes of Dickie, say, or Vincent, I don't know what it is.
I know.
We don't have those, or Eamon, we just don't have those strong characters anymore.
No, uncompromising.
They're just not made like that now.
Uncompromising, just being themselves.
Totally.
Yeah, just being themselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. Listen, Lucy, we're going to call it quits. Tell me the mini breakers.
When am I going to see you again? When am I going to see you again?
I'd love to see you again, yeah. And my thanks to Lucy Kennedy for coming in and chatting to me. And she's always a bit of a riot, Lucy. I love talking to her. She's so relaxed when she's on air. My thanks, of course, to Hum Finance for partnering up with the Maria Rosenstock podcast. Hum have been around for 30 years. They can help you with your purchases and payback in bite-sized, easy payments. It could not be easier. Thank you, Hum. And, of course, thank you to you, the listener, for getting involved in this podcast. Tell one other person if you can, if you like it. See you same time, same place next week. Enjoy the summer, folks.
The Maria Rosenstock podcast. Thanks to Hum. Finance made easy when you shop tech, electrical, appliances, kitchens and much more. Flexify Europe Limited, trading as Hum, is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.